Loudgenius.com.
Right now, talking to Greg Campbell, the director of Hondros. Talk to us about the relationship you had with your best friend and why it was so important for that to be brought to the big screen.
Sure. Chris Hondros and I met one another when we were 14 years old. And from that early age, we developed sort of a curiosity about the world, an interest in journalism, and we nurtured that into careers each as journalists. I was a writer and Chris was a photographer. And he just led such an outstanding life and was able to translate the things that he saw and the events that he was witnessing into such iconic photographs that really told a story that I think is fairly unique. And it speaks to his dedication to what he was covering and the places and events and the people that he was covering, that those images are so timeless. And when he was killed in 2011, I just really wanted to have a tribute to him that not only honored him as a person and my friend, but also the body of work that he's known for, as well as the importance of his type of journalism going forward, his type of photojournalism moving forward, how important that is today.
You talk about his legacy and being able to honor his legacy. I mean, what greater way to show his photographs on an even larger scale, right? I mean, he's a big deal. He was a big deal, and he was important to a lot of people. And so now he becomes important to us in our homes, us in the theater, and us across the world. So talk about his love for humanity overall, because I'm sure that was a big part of why the photographs were just so riveting.
Yeah, one of the things we heard over and over as we were putting this film together was, oh, I recognized the photo, but I didn't know the man who'd taken the picture. And that was really important to us to tell the story about who he was, because his humanity, in the midst of chaos, it's really difficult to take a photograph that allows the viewer of the photograph to connect with the subject of the photograph. And it seemed that was his speciality. There's so many examples of times when, as a viewer, you don't even need to know what the conflict is or what the context is, but you can connect with a young child or even a government fighter, for a convicted war criminal at some point, and realize that, wow, there's a little bit of me in there. And that's just a really special skill. And I think that, it's one of those, especially in this day and age where we live in an environment where people are afraid of other people who are different from them. Chris was so skilled at being able to connect with what is common amongst us. And he believed that no matter how different your ethnicity, your nationality, your religious beliefs, etc., that there was a commonality. And I think that that's the most important thing that I've learned from him. I'm Greg Campbell, and you are watching Loudgenius.com.